Dr. Gail Hayes is a race relations consultant and speaker and has been called a conduit and bridge between the races, the genders, the generations, and the political parties because of her unique ability to paint pictures with words and to promote understanding between communities. She is also a thought leader, executive leadership and book coach, and media personality. And oh boy, does she have some personality. Because she lived in Asia for over 4 years and in Europe for 12 years, she can communicate across cultural lines and often speaks on diversity and race relations. She also served as, and this is pretty cool, she also served as the first black female law enforcement officer and firefighter in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and as the first black chair of the Orange County Commission for Women, and was recognized by the governor for her work. Gail, we've only known each other a short time, but you've made quite an impression on me. It's so great. Thank you for taking the time out to answer a couple questions. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for honoring me by this invitation to be your guest.
So I just thought we'd jump in real quick here.
Okay.
You are one of the best communicators I've met over the past 2 or 3 months that really just cuts to the chase on so many things here. How do we get people, just people in general, to start listening better?
Well, I think there's so many barriers that keep us separated, but we have more in common than we know. And to get to your point, cutting to the chase, I always said we need to level the playing field. How do we level the playing field? What do we have in common? We all need this. We all need this. And if anybody who needs this cannot be superior over another, we all got to use it, male, female, no matter what our ethnicity. We got to use this, Dave. And that's what levels the playing field and gets people to smile and say, okay, now we can talk. Let's do some open dialogue.
Exactly.
Playing field.
It's powerful. That's to the point. We're laughing, but you've made an incredible point there. It's also interesting that one of the most popular emojis of all time is the little poop guy as well. But anyhow, let's not go there.
Okay.
I'm also, you made a terrific point, and we obviously have all that we have that amongst a whole bunch of other things in common. I'm curious, how has COVID-19 work from home, how has all this impacted the way that you run your professional life? You strike me as a person who's really out there, very interested in speaking passionately on topics. How has this impacted the way you run your professional life?
Actually, COVID-19 has accelerated my business because more people who might be running at the speed of sound or the speed of light who may not have contacted me, like I met you. COVID-19 has helped us, has created a community where people find each other because we're all going, like I said, going level the playing field. We're all going through the same thing. We're gathering online, and I'm a writer. So a lot of my stuff, my work is via telephone or Zoom. So I really have not had a decrease. I've had an increase and met some amazing people who've had to make the shift to my world. So for me, it's pretty much the same, only my business has accelerated.
That's fantastic. And
Thank
Gail,
you.
Gail, the question I ask everybody is, what lessons have we learned or are we learning right now that we must not forget going forward?
I want to go back to my first thing. Seriously, everybody has something to offer, no matter who they are, no matter what they look like. And I think that what you are speaks louder than what you say you are. It comes across in your communication, how you interact. People don't remember how you look as much as they remember how you make them feel.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I think that even in this modality, they come back to certain people who make them feel comfortable because let's face it, most of us have a fear element connected with this COVID-19, but you want to be in a safe, people want to feel important, appreciated, welcome, and safe. And if you can hit those four elements with people, then you got a winner. And I think doing what we're doing now, communicating this way, is helping us to level the playing field.
Gail, is it safe to say that at the end of the day, you're an optimist, right?
I totally am, yes.
Okay. And one more final question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. How many pairs of glasses do you have?
About five, but
Okay.
you've only seen like two or three.
Okay. We're going to wait until you get out the real fancy stuff. Thank you so much for taking the time out. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Dave. This has been great.